Nick, can a game like this be a galvanizing point in the season based on just where you guys are right now and where you ultimately want to be?
I definitely think it could be, and it cannot be. So we got to make it that type of thing. I think I'm not discouraged. Obviously, losing 2 division games is not what you want to do, but I think everything's in front of us, and I'm excited to right the ship.
How much more pressure is on this game given that you have lost 2 divisional games?
It's a lot of pressure. It's not a must-win because I'm stealing Kyle's team meeting thing because technically your season's over if it's a must-win, but it definitely feels like it, so we're treating it that way.
Take such good care of your body, and you run on a clock Sunday by Sunday. How do you feel right now, and as far as being ready for a Thursday game?
I feel good. Yeah, I think I've prepared well for this year, and I'm doing a good job of doing enough in the weight room and on the field to be ready to play at a high level, but also not pushing it too far. So I'm feeling good.
Nick, what gets cut out in the short week?
I get 2 lifts in Monday, Tuesday, and then that's about it. So a lot of other, pretty much nothing on field, maybe a light warm-up just to get going today and tomorrow, but all of practice and a lot of lifting and running stuff.
What's different about the Seahawks offense under this new coaching staff?
It's kind of they have some similar college plays with the RPOs and some of the run game stuff, but it's similar. They've kind of gotten away from the run, but we expect that to change this week.
Gino's throwing it more than any quarterback in the NFL, so as a pass rusher, does that excite you that you might get more opportunities than usual?
Yeah, I think it. Like I said, we're gonna have to earn it because I'm sure they're not too happy with how the last game went in terms of how many times they gave their top back the ball. So we're expecting to probably get a heavy dose of that to start.
Nick said that it's not a must-win, but it almost feels like a must-win.
Yeah, just, with the team morale, we know that we left some stuff out on the table. And, with this game, another division game, and, enemy territory, we all have the same, the intensity, the feeling going into it that, not technically a must-win game, but we all know, the job that we got to do.
It's your first experience as an NFL player going from a Sunday to a Thursday, and that little condensed period to get ready. What's been your impressions of how it's handled and what it's been like?
Yeah, just, obviously installing a lot of things fast, but, the main thing is just getting my body ready, quick turnaround like this, all the soreness from the past game, get that out, and then just being able to, ingrain this game plan pretty fast, get everything installed and, repped, and, being able to, get another day tomorrow and then travel, and then just being able to just be efficient throughout the meetings, throughout the walkthrough. So
Kyle was saying that it's not like Huff's wrist with torn ligament or something. He's out for like at least a month. So you've had a game where you played wire to wire, and you've got a decent amount of time. You feel real good about the opportunity and your chances of playing well.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I've gotten more comfortable, with the reps these past few weeks, and the game's starting to slow down for me. So now it's about, how can I take my game to the next level, about being more consistent. And, the guys, even though I'm a rookie, like the coaching staff and my teammates have enough faith in me, and I have to have that same faith in myself in order to, execute at a high level.
Have you talked to any of the guys on the team about the environment in Seattle?
Yeah, they actually love playing there. 12th man over there gets loud, gets rowdy. It's better for us on defense because they're not going to get as loud when we're on the field. But, it's just, enemy territory. We know what needs to be done. They probably don't like us like we don't like them. So, it's going to be fun for sure.
I know it's a small sample size, but have you felt a difference between the divisional games versus the non-divisional games?
In a sense, yeah, because, we know how important those are. No matter how your record is, if you have a good record in the division, it's going to help your playoff chances in a big way. So, it's definitely something that we, take a little bit more personal, and especially since we play them multiple times throughout the year. So, especially with this team, I feel like there's a lot of history with this team as well. So, guys are going to try to get after it for sure.
Jair Brown is also someone who had to step in during his rookie year and take on a bigger role. Has he shared any advice with you about just making that transition to a larger role?
We talked about it like ever since I've gotten here for real, because they've been great mentors for me, like Huff, Jair, George Odom, all those guys. So with me, it's about, at the end of the day, it's football. At the end of the day, I try not to have my expectations too high, too low. I need to stay the same and be consistent and just try to be a well-oiled machine with my peers on the field. So I feel more comfortable, like I said, week by week, and I'm just ready to take on this challenge because the guys depend on me. So.
Malik, were you happy to give Trent Williams his full suite of lockers back over there?
Yeah, for sure. I got more space here too, so it's definitely nice. But yeah, he's also been a good guy as well. With everything, just talking to me, first year being a rookie and everything. But yeah, glad he got his 2 lockers back.
Hello.
Hi, George.
Hi, everybody.
George, can a game like this galvanize a team early in the season, just where you're at in the standings, and how you want to get this taste out of your mouth after the last game?
Playing on a short week's always great, because whenever you lose, it sucks. And so then when you can play again and hopefully get a win, it definitely makes you feel better. I've been told that if we win this one, we're like leading our division. So somehow, however that works, it's great for the Niners. So yeah, just trying to get to Thursday, make sure everyone's feeling good, and get up there, play, win, and come home.
George, Nick said that it's not a must-win, but it feels like a must-win. Would you say that?
Nick is pretty wise for his age, so yeah, I'll give him that. I think that feels good. Like, I don't really want to be 2-4, and being 3-3 is significantly better than that. So yes, I'm with him.
Has there been any mantra, motto over the last 2 days since that loss, just in the locker room of getting guys back on track?
Not really. Yesterday was a total off day, so guys are getting body work and stuff like that. It's not like we didn't have a meeting really. It's just more of a today's mindset is how you went on Thursdays is your mindset. Are you locked into the game plan? Can you handle 2 days of install in 2 hours? Half the walkthrough, half the time for your body. Can you handle all that mentally? And the team, whoever handles that better, is usually the team who wins.
What do you see in the red zone and why you guys have struggled to finish drives there?
What have I seen in the red zone? I can't really give you a reason why we haven't struggled. I don't know if guys aren't getting open. I don't know what it is. I know that we have usually done pretty well in the red zone in the past. Coaches calling plays for us to, he's giving everybody different opportunities to go score, and whether they're coming out in different looks. I know one week, I can't remember what team it was. It's either the Rams or the Patriots. When we got down to the red zone, they came out in a completely different coverage than they played the entire season in the red zone. So teams are just giving us different looks sometimes. So when you have an entire game plan based off of that, then it kind of whittles your game plan down to the 20 plays you had to hey, you can only run 3 of these plays now. So that happens sometimes, but I think I haven't seen a red zone game plan yet. We usually install that tomorrow, but I'm assuming it's going to be pretty good.
Is that happening more and more? Teams showing you things that they haven't put on tape yet?
I would say we've played 5 games, right? I think 2 of the teams we've played this year have given us completely different coverages in some certain situations. Hey, this team, they're strictly quarters on third down, and then they came on players on cover 3 the entire time. So it's just and we have plays for that, but you're preparing to see what they've ran 95% of the time. So yeah, teams have done that. Teams have done it in the past too. We've had games where, hey, they're 4 down, they're occasionally 5 down, and then they came out play 1 6 down on the line of scrimmage from the start. So it's we've learned to kind of had a game plan for, hey, this team usually does this, but we're going to prepare for all the 6 down fronts. We have to prepare for the 5 down fronts. And so then you're kind of trying to prepare for all those situations, but really trying to prepare for what they usually do and then just be ready for what they do randomly.
In the last 2 losses, there have been points in the game where the team was still playing pretty well. Mm-hmm. Does that provide any reassurance, or is that just extra frustration?
I don't know about either. I would just say that we've been in the lead, and versus the Rams, we didn't close it, and then versus the Cardinals, we didn't score in the second half, and we had multiple turnovers. And then I think we had like 4 turnovers if you include the turnover on down. So it's not very good football by us. And I feel like if we just stay on the field and convert one of those into a score, we win both those games. So just on the offense to really finish these games.
I heard you guys have won some big games in Seattle. What kind of confidence did that give you going into this run? And did you guys keep the silver platter from last year?
They took that platter away from me. I actually got into the locker room. I will say the turkey did get eaten. It was pretty incredible how many people actually ate that thing. But they took that back, and then I didn't get access to that again. I think for the core group of guys that have been here who have won in Seattle, I think we've made it pretty clear, and Kyle made it pretty clear too by just showing like our last couple of games that we've been up there, just like how incredibly difficult of an environment it is to play in. It's one of my favorite places to play because of their crowd, and 1, it's a night game. 2, it's an incredibly loud field. 3, they hate us, and so it's extra loud, and I absolutely love that. It's like one of the best environments in football, specifically for the 49ers. And so I think the vets who have played there, plus Coach Shanahan showing those things, it hopefully got the younger guys who've never played there or guys who've not played there as a 49er into the mindset of, hey, this is a very difficult situation. You have to be really on top of everything. Like it's your silent count. A lot of the stuff on offense is just communication stuff because you can't really hear it everything. So we have to be really on all that stuff if we want to go out and execute, which has been something we haven't done very well in the second half of these last couple games. So hopefully we can figure that out through these next 4 walkthroughs that we have before we play a football game.
George, you're big on meditation and mindset. Do you rely
Sure.
on that a little more in a short week?
Say that one more time.
You're big on meditation and mindset,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously you guys are routine oriented. Do you rely on that core belief, I guess, anymore on a short week?
Ooh, it's a good question. I would say kind of like I definitely want to start my day with it. Kyle does a great job. We have a late start on this day because all he cares about is us sleeping because we're trying to get our bodies right. So when you have that extra time in the morning, not having to get here at 6:30 a.m., like, hey, I don't have to be here till 9:30. So yeah, I just have extra time in the morning to do like a whole routine of things that it's allowed me to be calm and come in here with the right mindset.
George, is there something that you can
Call me Fred? Dude, Peter called me Fred today too.
I was going to say, as a veteran,
Jeez Louise.
Are there things that you can do to freshen up your legs for these Thursday night quick turnarounds?
Ooh, that's a good question. If you're not dealing with anything like crazy and you just played like a big game, I would say 2 things I love. I love the ice tub and I love BFR. You kind of hit it like Normatec boots, which is really nice. No free. Fred. I know we look similar. We both have beautiful smiles.
That's right. You guys are Wait.
I feel short when you call me Fred.
Has Malik been in that regard?
Yeah, a ton. I think almost every single snap I'm going to have some sort of communication with the safeties in the back end, whether it be a coverage check or something with the run game. So I think Malik's done a really nice job, especially being a young guy, a rookie.
How's he been overall these last couple of games?
I think he's been great. I think I've spoken on it a couple times. I really love Malik. I love the way that he plays. Kyle talks about just zero hesitation and playing with his hair on fire. I really like the way he's been playing.
How can this type of game galvanize a team where you're at the standings and if you win, you're right top NFC West again?
Yeah, absolutely. It's everything, just like it is every week. But, obviously now, given the circumstance, I think even more so going in this week.
Has Tariq here seen your shirt, and has he said anything about
He
it?
has, yeah, he has. He's asked me about it. He's like, I need to give me one of those for Pops. So, yeah, it's not bad.
It looked like you had a pick 6 on that last play, but it wasn't swatted at the line. How do you make sense of that one?
That's called life. Life is not fair.
What's the toughest part about playing in Seattle?
I think obviously the crowd atmosphere is one of the best in the league. Playing in front of their fans, but the Seattle's team itself, I feel like they're as close to how we play the game as I've competed against in my 7 years playing here. So it's always a battle. It's always a tight game to the very end. I expect it to be the same this week.
One of your assistant coaches actually has been a part of this rival as a Seattle Seahawk and then with the 49ers. Have you guys had any conversations about this game at all?
Who's that?
Wright.
KJ Wright? Yeah, KJ, Mr. Seattle. Yeah, we talk a little bit. There's going to be probably a little bit more talking, but he's a 49er now. So he's on the right side of the old battle, and it's good to be able to pick his brain about things going into the game. But Nick was saying he expects them maybe to get back a little more to the run after throwing the ball, which they have the past couple of weeks. What do you see from Kenneth? If they do that, what do you see from Kenneth Walker?
How important is he? Stop him.
Yeah, I think Kenneth is one of the best backs in the league, and I mean just playmakers. Honestly, regardless of position, you watch the tape and he's doing stuff that you don't see from a lot of guys in terms of just breaking tackles, running away from cats, seeing the holes. I played against him the last couple of years now, and I've seen it and felt it in real life. So we're all going to have to be aware of that and gang tackle him, swarm him all day long.
Fred, it's still week 6. If you win, you're in first place. It's not like total freak out time, but I mean,
I'm freaking out now.
Is there like a 2-3 message you have to deliver, just as far as, I don't know, this is not who we exactly are, or is it just like you just do the same thing and you guys have the confidence you're going to figure this out?
I'm kind of at the point where it's like, I mean, the circumstance is what it is. We're 2-3 going into a Thursday night game against a divisional rival, prime time, with the stakes of being number 1 in the division. It's like, if I have to give some sort of grandiose speech to get you going for this moment, probably don't have the right guys.
A couple lost late leads. Fair or not, sometimes the public perception falls on the coordinator, and you got your third coordinator in 3 years on defense. How would you assess how Nick's done so far?
Nick's done an amazing job. I love Nick, love exactly what he's about, how he prepares us each and every week. And, I'm a firm believer in players win and lose games. I think we're the ones that are out there on the grass. It's a matter right now, when I watch the tape and I'm out there, it's a matter of execution and being focused for a full 4 quarters. We're not doing that to the level that we need to, so we just got to get that cleaned up.
You had some big games in Seattle. George talked about the turkey last year and how much fun that was. Did you get a chance to eat the turkey or see the turkey, or was it gone by the time?
Yeah, no, I didn't get to eat the turkey at all, man. But I was up there with the group of guys, so I felt honored just to be a part of that group.
Fred, what was your reaction to Robert Saleh's firing this morning?
I mean, I'm obviously sad for him just because of the relationship I've had with him in the past. It's a tough business, especially over in that market. So, wish him the best going forward.
Is DK a guy that's pretty good at talking back to you?
I mean, at first he was, but now I think I earned his respect a little bit, so he don't really say nothing to me anymore. But yeah, he a good matchup for me for sure, though.
In the beginning, though, a lot of talk?
Yeah, that first Thursday night game, I think 2022, that first Thursday night game, I think that was my first time traveling with him, and I scrapped up, so, I got a little respect now.
When you indicate you aren't like thrilled with how you're playing, I don't think it's maybe obvious to just the casual fan. It's not like you're getting burned left and right. So what is it?
You said I'm getting burned left and right?
No, it's not like you're getting burned.
Oh, okay.
So I think the people just watching you are like, I don't know. What's the deal?
I mean, I feel like we losing games, so I don't think nobody thrilled with how we playing right now. It's just been different, you know what I'm saying? So I think we got to get back to the level we was at last year, making a lot of plays on the ball, forcing turnovers. I don't think no DB got a pick within the first 5 games yet. So, I mean, we got to start making plays, and it'll be fun again. You know what I mean?
Why do you think the defense? To be clear, I said I did not say you were getting burned left and right.
Oh yeah, I know I'm not. Yeah, a little bit, but not much. So.
Left, right, and center.
Why do you feel the defense hasn't lived up to its standard through the first 5 games?
I think we all kind of, like the team always go through a little struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like last year, I think we went through a struggle with Coach Wilkes, but we turned it around. You know what I'm saying? Even my first year here, I think we was 2-3, 2-4, something like that. We won like 15 games in a row. So I think it'll get better. It just take a little time.
You feeling okay physically? You're on the injury report with the knee yesterday. Are you feeling good?
I feel good enough. Feel good. Yeah, I'm good. For sure.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.